how addicted to our phones are we really? There's some days where I just rot on my phone and I feel horrendous about it. It's just like bad for my brain, I think. So I wanted to bring this.
Like, yeah, just sit in the doom and the gloom. Although
no, you go for a walk. You can do something.
LOL, I didn't even consider an alternative activity, and this is why we're doing this episode. This is the I'm Uncomfortable podcast, the podcast for people who want to be okay with being uncomfortable. We're your hosts, Vanessa
and Melissa.
Welcome back to the podcast where we are perpetually uncomfortable and we invite you to be the same. We're your hosts, Vanessa and Melissa, and it's 9 p.m. on a Wednesday.
It is the most Wednesday of Wednesdays.
It is the most Wednesday of Wednesdays, and if that wasn't uncomfortable enough, we have more uncomfortable moments to share, as we always do. Melissa, would you like to share?
Yeah, mine's
Why
kind
are you
of
uncomfortable.
Mine's kind of an anticipated uncomfortable.
Please continue.
Just before we pressed record, Vanessa goes, I said, "Are you ready?" And Vanessa goes, "Yeah, I'm ready." Proceeds to pull out the biggest carton goldfish I've ever seen.
It's the size of my face.
Not sponsored.
This is great. Like, cheers.
I love that it's
cute,
a milk carton.
But like, I, as a kid especially, as an adult, could never open this like lid portion.
Yeah.
Do you see how it's all fucked up at the top? Like
milk cartons just in general for me never.
Why do they
out.
make them that way? I've never perfectly opened a milk carton.
I think it's just us because everyone in my life was like,
no. I refuse to believe. No. I refuse to believe that it's just us. Statistically speaking, there has to be other people. If you're listening and you are a perfect milk carton opener, I'm gonna need you to share the tutorial because your girl can't do it. I need help.
This looks like we're high right now because I'm eating carrot cake.
Oh, that's so lovely.
Vanessa's eating a carton of goldfish and she has both Powerade and wine.
I just need everyone to understand. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna kick us off because
kick us off because I can.
I mean, I already have the goldfish, and you outed me. I literally have next to me a glass of wine, but, like, also low-key wanted hydration, so we have Powerade. The vibe is uncomfortable. The vibe is struggle, midweek, like, this job is crazy. Like, the amount of shit I deal with on a day-to-day basis is insane. And I also eat like a crazy person, and I know I'm not the only one, and, I have also, like, randomly
I love your
fried
chopsticks
rice.
in your bowl.
Thanks, yeah. I'm just trying my best.
Girl dinner.
This is the girl list of dinners. All that's missing is a chicken Caesar salad. That
would be a balanced girl dinner.
That's a balanced girl dinner.
Because it has a protein in it.
As we're talking, I definitely realized I told producer Liz I would call her on my drive home, and I didn't. Yeah, because I was upset, and I was just driving home and, like, okay, well, I'll text her. And also, my other actual uncomfortable moment, speaking of work, I went on a girls' trip this past weekend to somewhere that starts with a G. That's like Napa adjacent. It's like a 2-hour drive from San Jose. And we literally, on the way home, pit stopped by a coffee shop so we could all work. It was like me, 2 other
Life
principals.
of educators.
Yeah, another girl who works on a network team. We just all pulled out our laptops and we're just like, tap. And I looked up and I was like, wow, like this is really, like we went on vacation, but not. Like we went to go rest, but not.
Remember when we did that kind of during COVID?
You're gonna put me back. I could do another 6 months. Like.
Of just that, not the people dying. Not all those people.
Yeah, no, but just like, if everyone was okay and we just like shut down all the businesses again and.
Take us back to the farmhouse.
Yeah, like lock me up somewhere. I think I could do it. But I would have to know everyone else is also doing it because I don't want to be
then
alone.
you'd have FOMO.
Yeah,
because then that'd be a different thing. That would be a different issue for your extroverted ass.
Whatever. Anyway, so that's just uncomfortable. And you.
For me, my uncomfortable moment is more so of like an anticipated uncomfortable journey that is ahead of me because of my decisions of today, which is I signed up for a 10K.
What?
In April. So I have time to train, but
Okay.
What?
Right. That was rude. Not that I don't believe in you. Just like, are you running right now? Is that a thing I don't know?
No, I'm not running right now, and that's why I wanted to sign up for it, and that's why it's going to be uncomfortable.
Okay.
She doubts me. She doubts my powers, guys.
No, I really think you can do it. You're psycho enough, I think, to pull this off.
In a past life, if you don't remember, I used to run. I did a half marathon. I've done a number of 10Ks and 5Ks. So I know I have it in me.
She's a track star.
Used to be. And so I have decided, partly inspired by the fact that my older brother recently did the Long Beach Marathon, which was his second marathon of this year. He did the LA Marathon and the Long Beach Marathon recently. And he recently told me one of the reasons why he got into running was because he knew that I used to run, and when I was running and at the height of that era in my life, he was like, I can't let my little sister be able to outrun me.
We love a good sibling rivalry moment.
Here I am, supporting you on this run, and one of the motivating factors for you was not to let your sister run faster than you.
You should have yelled, run faster. I did that faster.
No, he's fucking fast, so I'm not going to challenge him to that. I'm the slowest runner, and I don't care if I'm the slowest runner.
It's just about the act of running.
Yeah, so I feel like as a way to motivate myself and push myself in the coming months, I've signed myself up for Earth Day, sponsored really.
You would do an Earth Day themed run.
Yeah.
That's so you. Like, that's like the most you sentence you've ever said to me. Are you also picking up trash along the way?
It is sponsored by Surfrider Foundation, so I don't know.
Does it end in a pottery class with a matcha? I'm just like...
I'm being roasted, guys. I'm being roasted in like a kind way because actually this is all flattering.
I mean, she has hobbies. We love that for her.
But
this
yeah,
is good 9 p.m. content.
It really is. But that's my uncomfortable moment because I literally just pressed purchase on that run.
How much was it?
Like 2
First of all,
hours
can
ago.
we just acknowledge like you have to pay to
Well,
run?
it's because it's raising money for.
No, I understand, but I think it's really funny that we pay money to run in a circle.
You pay money to go through a painful process.
I guess that's like the gym. I didn't go to my class this week.
But look, I'm starting off strong by eating carrot cake at 9 p.m.
I mean, carrot cake is basically a healthy
vegetable?
dessert. It's a vegetable. I mean, come on, it's carrot. It says
We all need friends like Vanessa to let me know and remind me that carrot cake's fine.
I just want to remind you to be your most authentic, genuine self. Yes.
But all of those uncomfortable moments aside, what also makes me uncomfortable sometimes is what we're going to be talking about. And that's how addicted to our phones are we really? That question comes up not often, but I do notice that there's some days where I find myself in the evenings after a long day at work where I just rot on my phone, and I feel horrendous about it. The word rotting on my phone sounds not great, and it isn't really great, especially with everything going on in the world right now, to like scroll from devastating news to like puppies and, cute little, funny videos. It's just like bad for my brain, I think. And so I wanted to bring this.
Like, yeah, just sit in the doom and the gloom. Although,
no, you go for a walk. You can do so many.
LOL, I didn't even consider an alternative activity. Literally, I was like saying, and
so what else do we do?
And this is why we're doing this episode. This is exactly why.
So we have a quiz, an activity to hopefully help us in this journey of trying to understand how addicted we are to our phones. That both Vanessa and I
just buzzed.
Not work.
It knew we were talking shit, and then it was like,
okay, so
let me not work 1 second.
Do not disturb.
I'm on it. Okay, yes.
Okay,
as you were
so We are going to take some time to take this quick little quiz. Hopefully it's quick. I think it is.
Well, yeah, before we take the quiz, though, can we talk about why we even wanted to talk about this?
Let's talk about this.
My hair is falling
Just
out.
going right into the quiz.
Let's take the quiz. We love a good quiz. Is that millennial of us, or is that everybody? Does everybody love a good quiz, or what? Also, ew, look at this hair.
I think it's a quiz is kind of a fun, succinct way to, I don't know, I love those personality quizzes. Maybe it is a millennial thing.
Oops.
Not really. I think it's just a fun way to like see different traits or find out different traits. Supposedly, all these BuzzFeed type quizzes that we grew up with.
Right. Okay, but like, see, that's the thing. I know logically that a walk is better for me than rotting on my phone. I also would say I'm not even that big of a phone like user except for work, really. I've actually been struggling even to like keep up with like our podcast like Instagram because I'm just like I don't even sometimes at the end of the day I am so fed up and tired that like I don't even want to look at my phone, let alone be on my phone for an extended period of time.
I agree in some sense. For me, like that's one of the things that I think I've struggled with being the person that leads the social media for the podcast is that at the end of the day, I just don't want to really be on my phone to do more stuff on my phone. And then with my job, my current job, I now use my personal phone as my work phone. The case before I had some separation, I actually had like a separate physical work phone, but I actually liked that because everything work related came through one phone and everything in my personal life was on my personal phone. So it was nice to have that at least separation.
Yeah, I guess you're not wrong because right now everything has always been on my personal phone. My entire life is just like working.
Yeah, and I hate that like because I now use my personal phone, I take pictures for work at work events and things, and I have it all mixed into my photos, which seems like a very minor thing, but it's like I don't want these reminders of work when I'm trying to just have that separate, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And so like I'm looking at my phone, my work calls go through my personal phone, so phone, screen all day, and then I go home and I just want to maybe spend some time, quote unquote, rotting on my phone, just scrolling and not really using my brain for a bit, and it's on my phone, you know? So it's just like the screen all day long. And I hate it.
Screen.
I just am always aware of how often my eyeballs are looking at a screen versus maybe a book. And I typically, when I'm reading a book, I am probably listening to it, the audio version of it. So yeah, it's difficult.
Well, it's a hard balance too. I struggle with when are the moments that I want to be on and connect. And lately, oh my god, one of my friends literally hit me up and she was like, hey, you've been really quiet in the group chat lately, just wanted to check on you and like make sure you're okay.
That's nice.
I know, it was really sweet of her, and I was like, LOL, actually, like, I'm pretty great. I'm just so
living life.
No, I'm so tired and like working, and then the moment that I'm home, I don't want to look at my phone. And then I've become that person who like I'll see the text and I'll like reply in my head and say that something's okay or not, and then like I don't respond, and then I forget about it. And even when I mark things as unread, because we have that feature now, still a challenge.
Yeah, I can see that.
And I don't reply, so I'm like, wow, okay, I guess this is me now.
Yeah, so we're talking about the ways we use our phone, right? But what are the things, would you say, that you enjoy using your phone for in your personal life? Because for me, the group chats are where it's at. Like, for those who are currently watching baseball, the World Series, Dodgers, like me and my friends have a group chat where we don't get to meet up in person to go to a bar because we live apart from each other and it's too much of a hassle on a weekday. So it's nice to kind of co-watch the games and comment and connect about it through our group chat. So I love that. I love using my phone for that reason. Same thing with Instagram group chats. Like I have a couple different group chats that are just like we just send each other things related to specific topics, and that's just like a nice way to connect with friends and do my quote-unquote brain rot, you know what I mean? So
yes,
those are the kinds of things.
You mean.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, I don't know what you mean about baseball because I don't understand baseball.
That's fine.
Or like
I'm just talking
period.
about
Go
the concept.
I know. One of my coworkers on my team, every time he talks, I'm just like, sports. Go sports ball. Like, whatever team you're rooting for is the team I'm rooting for. But he's anti-Dodgers, so there's that.
Well, you're in the Bay, so.
I also, though, on Instagram now, I don't know if anyone else feels this way, but, like, I love that people take the time to send me videos.
Yeah.
Or memes or whatever. Like, I feel so loved by that. Like you thought of that, you saw this and thought of me. Like, love that. And I feel pressure to react to them and to watch them. And sometimes I'm like, I can't even handle being here right now. So, like, I won't even click on it if I see the little notification. I think one of my friends, like, it's been like a week, and I think there's like 4 different videos that he has sent me, and I'm like, sorry. I will one day look at this. And sometimes I want to be plugged in the sense that I want to, like, connect with friends, look at my phone and talk to people, whatever. And then other times I'm like, at what point do I just put it away and not be on it and, I don't know, watch another screen or pet the dog? Like,
I know. I've always had one of my pet peeves is when people are on their phones when we're hanging out.
Oh my God, me too. It's
dinner.
So annoying.
I think we've talked about this maybe in a different episode, but it's always one of my pet peeves. Like, we are literally meeting up IRL.
Put your fucking phone away.
Who else are you talking to right now? Like, we made the time.
We made the time to be with each other. Stop looking at your fucking phone.
Yeah. Unless you're there to show me a meme that you thought of, then sure.
Right. I think the other hard part for me too was, like, I know some people, actually, I don't know the psychology behind it. I'm not going to say shit about what I don't know. Like, we'll be in a group setting and then the phones come out and I'm like, oh, so this is what we're doing.
Is it phone
right
time?
We're all just, is it phone time? Like, I have a hard time with that. I don't know why. And even me saying it out loud sounds super fucking judgy. And I don't mean it to be. There's moments where I've, like, pulled out my phone, but I hate it. And I hate it when other people do it because I just want to be present. And I want to take everyone's phones and just chuck them out the window and, like, force you to just be present with me.
Yeah.
But whatever. To each their own. And I don't know. It's become a weird
there's
crutch
such a fine
in a way.
line. Yeah. I think so. Like, we have an article that Ashley, our intern, shared with us for this episode. And the article is from Mental Health. I think it's by the Mayo Clinic. And the article title, Mayo?
Who knows?
I don't know. I'm sorry. Whatever.
I like mayo.
And the article is called, Do You Use Your Smartphone Too Much? Test yourself and find out. And let's start with this. I'm curious between the two of us. It says, without looking it up, write down the estimated amount of time you think you spend on your phone on a daily basis. So how many hours do you think you are on your phone?
Like 1 million?
Without looking it up. Because I do use
my
screen
phone tell
limits.
me this?
Yes, it will, but don't look at it yet.
Okay.
Just off the top of your head, what do you think? Because
10.
I'm going to say like 6 or 7.
Okay, wait, how do I find that?
So go to your settings, and I think you can just search screen time. Yeah, screen time. That was pretty on point for me.
Screen time? Mm-hmm. Ugh, what? What is it, settings?
Yeah, go to your settings. And then on your search bar, just type in screen time.
Okay.
It should be like a little hourglass.
No results for screen time. Well, fuck
Oh,
me,
maybe
man.
you don't track.
Oh, I found it.
What is it?
My daily average is 2 hours and 11 minutes.
That's good.
Wait, but, like, how does it know this?
It knows when you use your social media apps with your...
My most used app is Messages because I'm constantly texting my team. Spotify, 9 minutes. Really? That seems inaccurate because I listen to Spotify on my way to work and back.
So today, for me, I was on my Messages. Messages is my second most used app. Mm-hmm. Google Maps is my third. First is Instagram, which makes sense.
It tells you pickups. Like, it says I first picked up my phone at 6:26 a.m.
Yeah, I picked up my phone at 5:10 a.m. this morning.
How many?
And I had
pickups do you have
110.
today? I have. Ew, I had 74. Oh my god. You know why I think it's more? I am constantly sending texts through my computer.
On your laptop.
So I'm actually messaging a lot more than this even says because I'm messaging it through my laptop. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm constantly using my phone to message, like, my team, everything.
How many message notifications do you have?
How do I know that?
It says it at the bottom. I'm at 285.
God.
This is not the kind of popularity I need in my life.
I just thought it would be a good exercise to ask that question, but I don't know. Let me see what else. Let me see what else. What other nuggets of information it says. At what point is smartphone use a problem? As smartphones become an indispensable aspect of our daily professional and personal lives, a growing body of research has explored the question of whether you can become addicted to your smartphone. I think you can. So, if the mere thought of putting away your phone for a few hours makes you break out in a cold sweat, you might consider whether your smartphone use has become problematic, reflecting underlying addiction, and if so, what you can do about it. I don't know. I don't know if I'm at that point. I think I would like to say that I do use my phone often. I use it for messaging, for social media apps, too much on the social media apps, but I also use it for, like, brain games, like my Wordle and my connections and those things too. Yeah, I love that. But I still have, I think, a good sense of realizing that there is too much phone time. Some days are too much phone time, and I can tell that I feel horrible about it. But some people just don't have that awareness. They're just constantly on their phone. It's like a comfort item. Like, they will always be on their phone. I hope to never be like that.
I kind of want to take our phones and throw it out the window. Like, I'm so over the phones. I'm so over it. I'm over the AirPods. Like, people just wear their AirPods all the time now.
Yeah. I don't like that either. Everyone wearing headphones all the time is, I don't know. I guess maybe they could be listening to a podcast or music. But
at work? I
mean, depends on your work.
Not my work. I feel like that's not okay, but I don't know. Yeah, people are just so on it, and I know that we came up in the age of, like, we didn't have it, and then it was a big thing. We, like, grew up with it after it came out. But the kids now they've never known anything else. It's so fascinating.
It is interesting how there's analog ways we would look things up back in my day. But it literally...
This is why people do that. As a young person, I was like, why do you do that? And I'm like, oh, because I'm an old person now.
Yeah, it's just... I feel like that's how I feel about AI products and services. Yeah. It's like people... I use ChatGPT here and there. I use it more or less now. That doesn't make sense. I use it less now, just for my own personal, like, ethical reasons. But I see commercials for ChatGPT, and it scares me because people are literally using ChatGPT for basic critical thinking skill, like, to replace critical thinking skills that they should have in their own brain.
I have to stop you right there. Oh my god. It was so annoying. I messaged my boss about it. We sent out this survey to families, and families had to talk about, like, their experience at the school. And then our network team did, like, an analysis of it, and they were like, oh, we went through and we analyzed the feedback from each school. We did this for you. Here's your feedback. It was so painfully obvious that it was ChatGPT. Literally, we did not change the icons, the font, the wording. In fact, the overall takeaways at the end was a fucking screenshot from ChatGPT. And I was like, are we morons now that you couldn't even just read the feedback yourself or, like, put it through ChatGPT to get an initial idea and then synthesize for yourself whether or not that was true? Like, Jesus Christ.
That's the scary part of it, I think, because it's people think it's just, like, enhanced Google, like a Google search.
No, and then none of the feedback ended up being actionable because I was like, for which department, for which person, like for what specific thing, like it's way too general. You could have shown me anyone's feedback. It doesn't even have to be my school. Like, I was just so upset. I was like, wow, great. For a learning organization, we sure aren't learning shit. Also, how much time did this take you? 10 minutes? But you expect me to spend my time looking at this and making an action plan based off of your, like, inadequate chat GPT. Like, don't even get me started. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. And not the topic of our conversation. I just got carried away. But
it could be a topic.
We have a quiz, though. We have a quiz about being unplugged, which you can take with us if you like.
It is a quiz called Am I Addicted to My Phone? And it is I don't know how many questions, but we'll find out. But both Vanessa and I are going to do it right now.
Okay.
Shall we read the question?
Yes.
And just...
Frequently do you check your phone? Every few minutes, every 15 to 30 minutes, hourly, every few hours? Okay, this is hard for me. I check that shit every, like, few minutes.
Just do that then.
But it's not because I want to. It's because I'm getting
But it doesn't say.
notifications.
It doesn't say that. It doesn't say if you want to.
But it's not like, whatever, okay.
Let's just see. Just see.
Okay, next one. Where is your phone when you go to sleep? Somewhere else in my bedroom, beside my bed, in a different room, in my bed / under my pillow. Under my pillow is wild.
It's definitely in my bed only because I replaced my side table, so I no longer have a side table next to me right now.
So you sleep with it next to your, like, head?
No, Wow. Well, when I'm at my boyfriend's place, I have a nightstand, so I put it there, so.
Okay, I'm going to put somewhere else in my bedroom.
I'm just going to put beside my bed.
How often do you take selfies? Every day, never, at least once a week, hardly ever. Ooh. It's definitely, I struggle actually with this, so I'm going to put hardly ever.
I do like stupid selfies that I send to people, but not like...
Real selfies? Yeah. Also, I don't feel like it counts as a selfie if someone else is in the picture with you, so...
I think I don't know.
Well, I'm not even doing that, so I'm just making rules that don't mean anything. Okay, how often is your phone the first thing you grab for when you wake up? It's always the first thing I check in the morning. I have to for work. But let me think about it.
It's my alarm.
Before work. It's my alarm. Actually, that's not true. Ross is my alarm now. Before I was this busy, I think it still was the first thing I would check. Yeah. First thing. Always the first thing.
Okay. How likely are you to use your phone somewhere you shouldn't?
Ooh.
Like, for example, at the cinema, in a lesson or meeting, when driving.
Very likely, fairly likely, not very likely. I would never use my phone. Literally, very likely.
Me too.
On the drive home.
Have you ever been accused of being obsessed or glued to your phone? How often?
It's all the time. Yes, fairly often, now and again. I've never been accused of this. Where's your phone right now?
It's next to my foot.
I'm using it to answer this quiz. LOL. It's beside me in my pocket. It's somewhere else in the room. I don't know where it is beside me. Okay.
I love when I could say I don't know where my phone is in a way that I like know it's in the house somewhere, but I'm like, oh yeah, I haven't been on my phone. It's like my favorite thing.
I love that for you. I do love that too, though. How likely are you to message someone who is in the same room as you? What? Well, at work, likely.
Not likely.
But, like, in a social setting? Like, why would I be texting? Why wouldn't I just say something?
Because people be talking shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know, but, like,
I guess occasionally I will message my coworker that's in the same meeting to just be like, oh, this is
we're not talking? Like, how big is this room, also?
Too many
okay,
qualifying questions.
I'm gonna put fairly likely.
Okay. Would you or have you ever broken up with a boyfriend or girlfriend via your smartphone? No, but I probably would in the future. I'd never break up with someone via my phone. Yes, I'm guilty of this. No, I'd like to think that I wouldn't do that.
I'd never break up with someone via my phone. That's annoying.
I did it once for my situationship because I didn't want to drive over there.
That's really funny. You didn't even call? You weren't like, yo, it's over?
Oh, we called.
Oh, there. Well, that doesn't count.
That's still using my smartphone.
I thought it meant, like, text somebody.
It didn't say text.
I really thought it meant text.
Just using your smartphone.
Like, break up? Like, maybe if we were going on a few dates, I could do, like, I did a phone call breakup once, but it wasn't like a breakup, like we were just going out a little bit, but we weren't like official. Like, okay, that's a lot. No one needs to know that.
Okay, that was the last question. What was your results?
Okay, great. That's wild.
What does it say?
Need, in all caps, a digital detox. Your phone is your constant companion. It never leaves your side. You spend an excessive proportion of your time on your phone, preferring to live in the virtual world than the real one. This is not accurate.
I suppose for you specifically it isn't, because you literally use it for work.
Yeah.
For me, it says you and your phone are pretty inseparable. Time to log off. Time to log off. You might not be 100% addicted, and then in parentheses it says yet, but you definitely need to evaluate how much time you're spending scrolling on your device. I am. This is why I'm doing this quiz. Literally. Did you know that on average we swipe, tap, and click on our phones 2,617 times a day? This can impact both our physical and mental well-being. It's a good time to start thinking about decluttering your digital life through a digital detox.
It told me, did you know that 25% of adults don't get enough sleep because of their digital devices?
I can believe that.
I can see that. Yeah. I was up for like an extra hour the other night. This past weekend we went on our trip. Because I was in a room by myself, and I'm like never by myself in a room anymore to like sleep. And I was like, I could browse Etsy. That could happen. And then I did. For like an hour.
Yeah, no, I get, that's so funny because I feel that way similarly. Like me and my partner, when we're in bed, we'll have our like phone time, we'll probably do connections or whatever. And then we kind of do our own thing a little bit. We do our little evening phone rot, which I think we've done a few like detoxes before, which has been helpful. I think we need another one. But besides that, it's just interesting how for me, he'll be on his phone, and then because he's a sleepy guy, he'll just fall asleep. For me, if I'm on my phone, unsupervised, I could probably stay awake and stay up way too late, and have stayed up way too late because I just get stuck. And then I feel bad about myself for getting stuck.
Well, apparently we need a digital detox, and if you answered yes to any of these questions, I think like at least 5 or more, you probably would get the same results that we got. I do think it is hard when our phones are such a part of our lives, and they are the primary way we communicate. The other day I was thinking to myself, what the fuck did people do when they wanted to talk before? Just not talk? So like, you and
write letters,
right? Like, wow.
Postcards.
You really got to think of what you want to say. Imagine being mad and writing somebody a letter. And then fucking mailing it. Like, you were so mad. You wrote the letter.
You like
still mad enough to take that shit to the post office.
You have to put the stamp.
Put the stamp and the address on it and mail that shit. Like, you must have been pissed. How many people do you think probably were like, actually, it ain't that deep. I'm good. Instead of, like...
Yeah, maybe
the, like, rambling, angry texts that we can just send on a whim and then regret later.
Yeah, I feel like at times it's just so available to us that maybe I'm a fan of over communication versus under communication, but I feel like because it's so available to us, we be over communicating. But I don't know.
I don't know.
How do we be more okay with this then? Is the question we like to ask ourselves. This quiz told us we should consider a digital detox, and I agree. I think what I've only ever felt so much better and so much more clear-headed when I've taken a break from social media specifically.
I agree.
Even a month seems like daunting for some people, and it is daunting, especially like for me when it's tied to the podcast and also for work and things like that. Yeah. It seems like sometimes impossible, but it's possible. I think
you have to be mindful about it though too. You know what's wild to me? I was in Hawaii, and the amount of people that are like on the beach and on their phones is crazy to me. Mm-hmm. And I think to myself, like, you could be literally on your fucking phone at home. Why did you come here to then just be on Instagram for half the time instead of enjoying where you're at? It just...
Yeah. My favorite thing is knowing that, because I do like a picture, I do like capturing a moment, but I am very mindful to like get the photo and then put my phone away. Because, like, I don't like prolonging, you know, when, at least for me and my family, like when we're taking a family photo, the aunties or whatever, they're like, okay, let's take a bajillion photos.
I'm like, take the one and be done with it. You're actually not going to care about this picture. And
I feel like such a party pooper sometimes, where I'm like, I'm done taking pictures. Like, I'm done. Like, I'm done. We captured it. So-and-so blinked, but it's okay. Like, it's fine. Like, we're not going to post these 100 photos on Facebook. Like,
I miss the disposable cameras.
Yeah. So,
I don't know.
That's how you be better. That's how you be okay with it, I guess. It's like, really consider. Well, one, I think this is a good opportunity. Like, maybe take this quiz, take a look at your screen time, your phones, and there's apps out there for you to limit your screen time and allowed for each of your apps that you may have issues with. Like myself, I put time limits on my social media apps.
Yeah.
I ignore them sometimes, which I need to be better at, but for the most part, at least it's a visual reminder to me to like, say, hey, you've reached your limit.
I think you can choose key moments to leave your phone, like, not with you. So whenever I go on a walk, I'll have my watch because I want to track the walk, but I leave my phone at home. That way I don't get any notifications on the watch, nothing. I'm disconnected. It's amazing. It's the best thing I've started doing to kind of give myself time to decompress and also not be on the phone. The times where I've taken my phone on the walk, terrible, because then I'll answer a text and then I'm not fully present with my partner or with the dog, and so I leave my phone at home.
Yeah. Nice. I think we've shared a similar thing on our stories or something, but there's a cool trend that I think I want to incorporate more. Speaking of walks, is a color walk. So you pick a color, let's say yellow, when you go on your walk, and you spend your walk intentionally looking for things that are yellow. That's nice. It helps you kind of have something for your brain to focus on without it being a screen in front of you, like as you're doing your walk or your exercise or whatever it is. I thought that was such a like cute, wonderful way to like have an activity while you're doing your hot girl walk that isn't scrolling on Instagram or something, you know?
Yes. I read a book before bed. I think there is something to be said about keeping your phone not near you. So my phone is like near enough that I would have but far enough that I would have to get up to go get it. And let me tell you how many times I've seen a text notification come through and I'm like, that's too far. And I roll over. It works. So highly, highly recommend that.
At a very minimum, I also suggest putting your phone on Do Not Disturb starting at dinner time.
Yeah, that could work because it's like you don't get anything.
Because it's the notifications that you hear
that's what
that
makes me
alert
look
you.
At my phone. Yes. And I'm always paranoid that it's work.
A lot of people, too, just turn off all their notifications in general, just on like as a normal setting, so that you have to be intentional to click to get into that app and check your notifications. So
you're right. It
gives you more barriers to entry, basically.
Okay, well, those are our tips, and if you have any more, let us know. We are looking for ways to unplug and find that balance between connecting and literally not
living life outside of your phone.
So let us know what your tips and tricks are.
We'll be sure to share the resources that we mentioned in this episode. And if you aren't following us on Instagram, you should, because that's where we post everything in terms of reels that we reference in our conversations or our little clips of our episodes. So if you aren't following us on Instagram, you should be. And then after that, get off your phone.
Yeah. You can get off now. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for your service. And you can get off your phone now.
Okay, bye.
Okay. We'll see you later. Bye. Want more of the I'm Uncomfortable podcast? Follow us on Instagram and TikTok at I'mUncomfortable.podcast. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and join our Facebook group, the I'm Uncomfortable Club, to gain early access to our episodes and exclusive content. We're available wherever you get your podcasts. Thanks for listening.